This isn't even like a I told you so moment. This is something that I knew for months, sadly, that Livonia was becoming better than the Trenton guys, and this series just proved it, that unfortunately Trenton kind of sucks. He may be selfless, he may be a player's captain, but that was not one of the smartest moves Zerlag has ever made, or one of the smartest moves in league history. It's a very debatable move, and we have to wait until next year, but right now, that trade does not look good. I mean, I wouldn't call it brutal. Like, I think that's a batting, like, above 300, so we didn't do too bad, but at the same time, like, I mean, is it worth 2 years worth of draft picks to get to the playoffs this year? I mean, they're not even getting there. The Gators have been eliminated. Gators miss LOL will be up by now. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the AJ Plays channel. We have another video for y'all today. Another Discord reacts. This is how the MLW Discord reacted to the Wildcats and Gators series, and then the 3-mini field Vermont series. Cobras versus Diamondbacks. Let's get straight into this. I mean, Jorgensen hitting-wise, he's always been a bit of an issue, but I mean, like, pitching-wise, this was his first good appearance of the season. He had okay, let's be real. The Mallards one in Oklahoma wasn't horrible, but the other three were just like, that was not a good showing. Jorgensen, we can't commend Jorgensen for a good one game that he pitched, not only because they lost that game in the end, but also because the entire season he's been I think this is video fuel for the offseason. Is Jorgensen washed? I don't know. I really don't know if he is. I don't know if he's got more left in the tank, but he's been relatively inconsistent, if not poor, in the last 2 years. Otherwise, like, I do feel bad because he had a decent day on the mound. Oh my, this is hard. Like, I mean, in 2020, when they were the first talent, they were fantastic. Last year, they were okay. Now they're just, I mean, Livonia's honestly doing solid. I gotta say, Norp and Sailor are still doing really good. Cheatham actually has dragged the Gators to their few wins this season. And the other three, those top three, Bonham, Chadwick, and Jorgensen, I don't know what's going on with those guys. Like, damn, they're just a bit outmatched at this point. The day finally came. Oh my god. The Magic are getting some kind of love. I must be dreaming. Somebody pinch me and wake me up. The Magic actually have something to play for this next series. If they find a way to get 2 out of 3, I'm going to be a very happy man. I believe because the Cobras have both tiebreakers against the Wildcats and Preds, 2 wins against the Diamondbacks secures them the ALCS berth and their first one since like 2019. So I genuinely think the Cobras have a legitimate chance to win the AL this season. 2 thoughts in here. So Gators' lives matter. Yeah, I mean, yeah, now you know how the Magic fan feels. That's all I'm going to say. I feel your pain. And for Kyle and Drop the Hammer by me, both of you guys, yeah. Pearson has been, honestly, let's be real, Pearson has really improved he's gotten better at contact, plate discipline. Like, he's a candidate for most improved, but then there's Baranowski and Dallas Allen right there. All the 2021 rookies have really improved this season, I gotta say. I love how Tiny cut himself off, like, 2nd overall pick. Oh, wait a minute. Like, okay, let's give them a chance. Obviously, I'm gonna make, like, I made Gators miss, LOL, because, like, you have to make it. You gotta dump on the team that trades away their picks to go all in, and they still can't even get it done. And they have the first player of all time to miss the playoffs twice in a season, but yeah. Yeah, the Gators are pretty bad. Gators miss, LOL. Got the feeling here that nobody was happy to see me. Bro, I'm in the car on my way to work. My dad drove me to work that day. So I'm just like messaging y'all and everybody seemed a little bit pissed. I don't know why. Should I be dumping on my favorite player for, you know, just like, it doesn't matter that he's on the Gators. He's still my favorite player. But should I be dumping on Jason Chadwick for the fact that he's the first player to make this stupid record of missing the playoffs twice in a season? Yeah, I don't. I think I can dump on him for that because, like, how do you pull that off? Like, actually, no, that's incredible. I give you kudos. Like, how do you pull that off? Jorgensen, you don't know what you did when you made this comment. Like, now this is just fuel. Like, ever since he said this, the Gators got swept twice. Congratulations. Bunch of different thoughts. Let's break this down quickly. 0-6 in the second half, got shut out. Yeah, you guys suck. I don't know how harsh I could be because at the same time, like, I mean, they put up a fight, but they still lost. Yeah, I mean, Kevin, yeah, welcome back to the AJ Plays channel, folks. You know your team sucks when Kyle Schultz puts his hat backwards, because he no longer means business. He's having fun, and that's a bad thing. If the Magic get put last over these guys, I swear to God, I'm gonna riot. I'm going to riot. You guys are gonna hear me next April. My exams are gonna be done. I'm gonna be on my 4-month summer vacation after university's over. I will go on a rant. Actually, no, I'll live stream for an hour. That's a better voice, right? I'll live stream for an hour if the Gators are higher in the power rankings than the Metro Magic. Right, because Biggs beat and reported that he might be coming back. Okay, so who knows? If Nick Baker returns, I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, if he returns to his old wiffle ball form, why not? Why not give it a shot? The Gators have nothing to lose at this point. I root for the Magic. Who gives a shit? Gators miss LOL. Yeah, like exactly, guys. Like y'all are dumping on me. Like I posted a 60-minute video talking about how my team sucks. So don't be coming after me. I've already taken care of business. Like let me be happy at other people's pain here because I'm a Toronto Maple Leafs fan. I'm a Toronto Blue Jays fan. We always fall apart in the playoffs. I'm shocked the Blue Jays are actually still doing pretty decent. Watch, after this video, we're gonna go on a 10-game losing streak and we're gonna fall out of playoff position. But we'll see how that goes. Holy shit, I'm going on a rant again where I just speak and I don't think. Oh my god, I'm spitting faster than Eminem. Holy crap. Typical banner W with the meme and like, what? Baron for MVP. What did I do? What did I do? Honestly, dude, sorry, bro. I don't have a problem with you. If you haven't been featured in the videos, it's really just like whatever comments I find more appealing. Yeah, I put them in here. Bad take time. Let's see how this goes. Oh no. Oh no. Now that is debatable. That is actually somewhat debatable. I mean, like everybody's improved. I've said even Caden Irwin's showing some signs of potential. Who knows? They're probably gonna play him next series against the Magic if he could shut down the Magic, which is not the hardest task to do because you know the Magic are the Magic. But still, I feel like Caden Irwin can improve as well. I've already said Dallas Allen, Jackson Pearson, and Brendan Baranowski have all been doing pretty solid. If you want to think about rookie class, I mean Stephen McGlade's gone backwards, but he wasn't technically drafted. Like overall, I feel like that's actually a solid draft class. And I give Gus reps. Shima's hasn't seen the field that much, but he's done solid when he's been out there, in my opinion. Like, this isn't even that bad of a take. It's actually up there. The draft class has improved. Banner, what are you trying to get at with this? Like, Banner, I don't know what you're trying to say. Banner, why? Oh my god. Magic are a good franchise. I appreciate the comment, but I have to disagree. I mean, our future looks bright. I'm gonna say that, but this season we haven't been a good team. So like, just historically, we've always like fought against the odds. We've always come back. We've always had that little bit of gas left in the tank. I'd say we're okay. Like we're not a good franchise. We're not a great. Okay, you know what? We're good. We're not a great franchise. We're a decent franchise. I'll say. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna like look back at my bad takes in that video and like. I'm gonna just probably like go over them again and like what I said. I'm gonna probably react to that video because I said Jason Chadwick could have an MVP season, and look at where it ended up. Hey, I think I got the Gators missing and Cobras doing really well. I think I got those two on the dot. I think I'm right. There is one thing that ECK hates, and that is bandwagons. Goob, bro, your profile pic is literally a Magic logo. You are a bandwagon, brother. Holy. The league is going to be freaking wild, and the Gators are going to throw Cheatham, Georgie, Chadwick out. Eesh. Oh, no, bruh. If they're putting out that lineup, they're going to unfortunately be eaten alive for years to come. I feel like next year Cheatham's going to request a trade. I mean, both teams equally suck, so I guess we could just say, like, who's got the better future, and the Magic have the better future. So, yeah, I guess that's the only way you can reason that Magic over Gators. Otherwise, we're equal, because we're both bad. Hopefully Chadwick can help with the hitting next season. I hope he does. But, I mean, this year he woke up at, like, the 8th game of the season. He was almost invisible until, like, the halfway point of the year. So, I mean, otherwise, it's just Cheatham until the Gators die. I mean, who knows? Nick Baker might come back and do really well. Zerlag might come back to earth. But Zerlag, he likes to play others before himself. And I really like that about him. He's a selfless manager. I mean, Jorgensen, he seems like a lost cause. I am sorry. And as for Chadwick and Reese Harris, both these guys, like, who knows? Like, it's so debatable. Like, the Gators' future, you don't know. These guys could all of a sudden return to form or be able to compete. I don't know what to expect. Yep, into the shredder they go. Playoff chances, gone in the shredder. Let me argue this. Why would we want to tank? You actually want to try to go ahead and win these games because, one, your pick is with the Mallards, so you're hoping that... Wait. No. Wait. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, you're hoping you do really well against the Mallards and, you know, hopefully your pick gets bumped up to 2 and you can actually drop number 1. You're looking to win 2 games because I don't know what the tiebreaker would look like, but you don't want the Mallards to get another big piece. You want the Gators number 1 overall pick. You are currently playing to get yourself the number 1 overall pick. So in a way, the Magic actually need to go ahead and try to win this series. As wild as it sounds, to get the number 1 overall pick, they need to win. They don't need to tank. It's kind of backwards. Geez, this is a bit of a hot take. I mean, Cratch is having an MVP caliber season. Brendan Russell, he's cooled off a little bit. Ward has just got to improve at the plate. I feel like if Ward does improve at the plate, the Preds are legitimate. Otherwise, they just need a second hitting option behind Cratch because Cratch is just doing it all. Cratch is having an MVP campaign. Cratch is my MVP this season. But you could say, I mean, they barely beat. I mean, not even barely. They almost came back and swept the Gators. The wonky split series. I mean, like you can argue that. Whatever. Magic suck. I mean, that doesn't change much. Like every other team smoked the Magic, so it doesn't really matter. But the Cobras taking care of them kind of raised some eyebrows for me, especially. That might be a little bit concerning. To be fair, the Wildcats, they did just go 6-0 in the second half, and Kyle did light it up. But to be fair, his pitching competition was Chris Cheatham, Brendan Jorgensen, Jason Chadwick, James Swanson, and Trevor Bonham. Those are probably not any of the top 6 arms this season. None of them. Honestly, no, not even close. So with that being said, I mean, like you can argue that you can argue it, but like I mean, let's just be real. Any team in the AL right now has a chance to win it. They're all equally strong. Well, any team but the mid-tro Magic. I'm happy that everybody's actually there in these series going forward because like what is going on? Like they seriously, bro. In 2020, no Noreski, no Chadwick. I mean, Ward not being there didn't really matter. But like the guys who weren't there, like Jimmy Norp was sent to the D-backs by Kyle. Jason Chadwick was sent to the Magic by Agner. And by Kyle. And I mean it paid off for those teams because they brought in their guys and it's brought them success, especially the D-backs. But still, like Kyle, I mean he could have had Norp. I mean, this is not even just based on this series. Like you look at the other 12 games that you weren't even there for, Jason, and unfortunately the Gators, they were 3-9, and those 3 wins were literally dragged. You were dragged to those wins by Chris Cheatham. So it's about 12:30 a.m. as I like wrote this, and like nobody's responding. But like, I mean, Chatty did play 6 straight games against the Cats, and otherwise, like they did get shut out 8 times of 12 in the season. So like, offensively, who knows how much Chadwick is going to contribute, especially because he got better only as the season went on. So who knows exactly how well Jason Chadwick will do next season. The entire team, they have potential to do great things, but at the same time, there's such a question mark. You don't know what they're going to do. This is my reasoning as to like why we're judging now because they're just so unpredictable. And this year, they are not showing signs of improvement, and they just keep staying at that same level that they were in 2020 as the league continues to evolve. That is my take on this. Okay, immediately switching gears to the 3 mini MLB Field Series. Here we are now, a GOAT spotting behind the backstop. That is the one and only ECK Sports, bro. Oh, young prodigy this man is. Absolute legend. Bro, some of y'all need to realize that Sawyer Bean is the real deal. Like, if you look at some of his other MLW, well, wiffle-related activities outside of MLW, you can see he's a really damn talented guy. And it's now translating into MLW as he is emerging into a really solid piece on a good Cobras team. As soon as ECK heard the record that the Cobras had, he realized the results of the Preds-Cobras series, and then his day was just ruined. So I think this only made it even worse. I feel so bad. Bro, just like the side-by-side, you see the Field of Dreams and the Rookie of the Year like differences, and then you see the MLW reenactments. They had me on the floor. But what do you mean by change your name, bro? Like, bro, Jonah Heath is, bro. I don't know about y'all. Jonah Heath, I kind of like the guy as a player. I don't know. I think it's because we know that when he's at his best, he can be an absolute menace in this league. He just hasn't been that guy this year, and hopefully next year he has a really solid bounce-back campaign. To be fair, playoffs are coming up, so who knows if he could change it up and get it going before, well, when it starts. This is hella weird, but the Magic want to win this damn series. The reason being is because the Mallards will have the Magic pick. You want to probably bump them down to number 2. You want to have the number 1 overall pick in this next draft. They have the Gators pick. They need to finish with a better record than the Gators. I don't know if there are some tiebreakers that could possibly just change that, so they need to just have at least 1 win. But the goal here is get at least 1 win. The tiebreakers will figure themselves out. If you manage to get 2 wins somehow against this team, then, which is highly unlikely, let's make it clear, it's Robles, it's Jordan damn Robles. But, who knows? I want the Magic to try to win the series. Don't tank, because if you tank, it's only going to make the Mallards even better. You got the 2nd pick, let's try to make it the 1st pick. It's not just UJ, it's not just D-backs fans, all the homies love Michael Shima. Bean is a menace, y'all. Bean is turning up, bro. Baranowski and Bean are going to be a nasty duo to deal with in the playoffs. Any team they're going against. Yo, I live in Canada, and I saw a wiffle ball outside my front porch the other day. I think Andy hit that all the way to Canada. Immersion. He's completely right. You're completely right, bro. Because, like, Durant has been, as much as he did take a year off from being with the Cobras, and he went to the Eagles for a bit, he's been with the Cobras since 2017. I don't consider 2019 on the Eagles being away. He is a part of the Coastal Cobras. He is a key piece to the Coastal Cobras. Historically, he is pretty much like equivalent to Drew Davis in my opinion. Well, I mean, Drew Davis is a captain, obviously. He's been there for a couple extra years. That's besides the point, though. Durant has been big with the Cobras. He's been there for so long. It's his 5th season with the team, and for him to walk it off and clinch these guys their first AL Division championship, honestly, it's almost like a storybook tale. He really deserves it. Okay, back-to-back immersion posts. I'm sorry about that. I'm sure it kind of does suck though, dude. But at the same time, you know how like mad it makes me that MLW can literally just come north of the border. We are bordering Michigan. Ontario borders Michigan, bro. I swear, dude. Like, as soon as I have the ability to, I'm going to whiffle in the midden, 100%. It took 7 years, 7 long years of torment, but this was the year that they finally win something. It's a regular season something, at least it's something. And yes, I took that quote straight from the 2019 World Series Game 3 post after Warda hit that home run. Kyle said, you know, it took 7 long years of torment, but this was the year. My apologies, folks, if you hear any rain in the background, because we currently have a thunderstorm outside, but the show must go on. So anyways, yeah, bro, I've said this from the beginning. Eagles won in year 7. Reds won in year 7. Cobras are going to win, I have a feeling, in year 7. Let's see how well this ages. And hopefully the Magic win by 2025. Yeah, I mean, like, can you consider Robles a rookie by technicality? Yes, but at the same time, Bien's like 11 years younger than Robles. But let's be completely real. Bien, he's second place. There's nobody else other than Bien right now who I think would be close to Robles. There would have to be a massive collapse from Robles, and then Bien has to step it up a bit in the playoffs for us to even have that debate, because I think Robles, he's literally brought the Mallards back to relevance. So with that being said, I think it's Robles' to lose. Robles should be the Rookie of the Year this year. Yeah, I'm gonna make one thing completely clear. Next year, Norb still gonna be the #1 pitcher, but you got Heath, Flood, and Bennett, all who are going to compete for time. They all need to put the work in because on paper they have probably one of the deepest pitching staffs in MLW, along with the Cobras. But every team actually has a fair share of talent that can, like, a lot of guys can pitch in the league now. Each team has like maybe 3, sometimes 4 serviceable pitchers if they really needed it. What I'm trying to say though is, Casey Bennett, was he him for an inning? Yeah, he kind of was, but he's not him, not yet. I bet as soon as Kyle said Coastal Cobras are at 8-4, this guy, like, ECK just lost it. Well, like, he's probably chill on the outside because that's like the way he comes off as, but inside he's probably thinking to himself, "Are you fucking serious?" And he just hasn't been that consistent this year. That's probably the biggest problem with him. Like, I mean, Sawyer Bean's at least there to pick up the slack in his place, but at the same time, like, everybody wishes Andy Durand was a bit better. Because we've seen his potential, we know what he can be, and he's a fan favorite in my opinion, but, like, he just can't perform sometimes, and that's sad. So at least when you see him hit a walk-off like that, a historic walk-off that's huge for a Cobras, making their mark in history as an AL pennant winner, you know, it's really nice to see. What the hell does James Swanson have anything to do with this? I don't understand why some people don't like Sawyer Bean. Like, I understand he's a bit cocky, but I guess it adds a little bit of, like, electricity to the league. So why are we complaining a little bit for, like, a little bit more fun? Sure, he could be a little bit of a bit annoying at times, I will say that, but, like, come on, guys. Yeah, compared to the beginning of the season, his arsenal's definitely improved, and that has been huge and very, very, contributional. I don't know if that's even a word, but he's contributed quite a bit to the Cobra success. Will Andy be the 3rd playoff bat? Probably not, because football season's starting again, so he's not going to be there at every series. We want him there, obviously, but who knows what the case is going to be. I mean, a playoffs without the Magic feels a little bit weird. A playoffs without both the Gators and Magic feels a little bit more competitive, though. I hate to say the Magic and Gators would just not fit in this year's playoffs. Like, this is an ultimate battle between some of the best talents in the league. Unfortunately, the Trenton guys, not really, not up there this season, sadly. Okay, I'm not gonna dump on you here because okay, let's go through your takes. So Barron is Cy Young, yes, debatable. Being best number two, that is 100% confirmed. Next year, Bennett number two arm. Who knows what's gonna happen with that? Norp is MVP when he stays healthy. I mean, he's not wrong because Norp can still play at a top caliber in the league for sure. Heath is still him. Is Heath still him? Don't know exactly. What else we got here? Andy's been unlucky this definitely. Andy, I feel, has been pretty unlucky this year with a lot of the pitching matchups, and he's just been a bit outmatched at the same time. But Drew Davis has had a huge impact on the team. Oh yeah, without Drew there, I mean, they still managed to get the win. But if Drew was there, holy crap, the Cobras would have been even more electric. So these aren't exactly the hot takes. They are some factual things. They are a couple predictions for next year. But I mean, bro, I'm not gonna flame you for you stating some facts. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't know much about this controversy, but the fact that there was not exactly a backstop there, kind of, yeah, it just doesn't really help when there's plays at the plate. So that could have been very up for debate. And who knows? Maybe the Cobras don't win that game 3. Not gonna say anything as to why he wasn't there because I don't know if it's been leaked exactly. But yeah, personal reasons. Drew had other obligations at the time, I'll just say that. And on that note, we probably won't be seeing Andy Duran much in the postseason. Hopefully we will, but if he's starting football, then he's out with football. First time Cobras are in the Final Four since 2019, and first time they've actually clinched a Final Four spot ever. So, I mean, damn. I mean, 2016, if you want to count that, you can, but I mean, that was 5 teams, and there was no structured AL versus NL at the time. So, yeah. If the Cobras screwed up this year, I would have made a legacy of failure video on the Cobras. I would have. If they missed this year, then I would have lost it. I would have said this. I would have just watched back every video and lost it on this team. We're not in 2016. Why does it look like they're all dabbing? Oh my god. Poor Man's Stakes probably would have been the title in 2020 if I had made MLW content. Actually, if I even had a channel at the time, because I started in like November 2020, and then Kelly is ass, bro. Why just Kelly, bro? Purak was also kind of mid. Lucier was mid. Like the entire team was, yeah, pretty mediocre. I mean, at least they finished with 6-9, but still. What the hell is it? Okay, on that note, I think we're done. I think we are done here. Okay, I think we're done here. Okay, so long story short, Cobras, they win. D-backs, I mean, hey, they look solid. I'm gonna say they put up a damn fight. They looked pretty damn good. And it's even though they lost the series, looks pretty good going into the playoffs for them. Hopefully they can turn up against the Mallards if they play the Mallards, or the Eagles if they happen to play the Eagles. So the Eagles they took care of, but that's besides the point. Nobody really talked about the venue. I didn't see much, bro. Huge step up for MLW. Like, it's just so cool to see them not only supporting a great cause, but at the same time, like, they're playing in fields that, like, these guys idolize from their young days of watching baseball movies and all kinds of stuff like that. Like, Mini Field of Dreams, Little Wrigley, Little Fenway, like, those 3 parks were absolutely sick to watch them play on. I love how far MLW is going. It's just so beautiful to see a league that, like, I remember seeing at, like, 70,000 subs. No, how much did they have in 2017, bro? I don't even remember, but they've come so far and it's so sick to see. So it was a great video overall. 45 minutes, action-packed chaos. It was such a close series. Wildcats-Gators was a little, it was close, but I mean, like, Gators miss, lol. Anyways, guys, with that being said, I want to thank you guys all very much for watching this video. I will see you guys all next time. Peace out.